How you doing? It's Yaakov here with a beautiful Chiddush. In the merit of this Chiddush, may everyone be zocha to do tshuva shlema, and may all of Am Yisrael come back to their land and see the righteous Redeemer Mashiach, Bezrat Hashem, and be a light unto the nations for the whole world, Bezrat Hashem. And may it happen in our days, and we're going to see it Bezrat Hashem now. So basically, there's a pasuk that says, Ata echad, you are one, b'shimcha echad, and your name is one. Umi ka'amcha Yisrael, and who is like your nation, Israel? Goy echad, one nation, a nation that's one. Ba'aretz, on the land referring to Eretz Yisrael. So we find that a lot of people, we have to understand the nature of this pasuk and why it's implanted in the Shabbos Mincha time Tefillah, also which is the Sabbath afternoon prayers. Why is it embedded in there? What's going on? So we see what's going on is that this Hashem is one. We're comparing the one nation to the one God. We're comparing the one nation to the one God. Why? Why are we doing that? Mikam, we say Umi, and who is like your nation, Israel, one on earth? Sorry, one on the land. Why is it that we say that? What's going on? So we're saying that when we're together, when we're one nation, and we're on our land, Hashem is with us. We're together. We're connected. We're completely connected. It's definitely one of the ways we're going to be bizocha for sure to Geula Barachami if people believed it. Not a question. If the Jewish people were together, one nation on their land, they would be with Hashem. They would be with the one God, who's everywhere, who can control everything, and who's Dafka his people's land is that land. Shomer Yisrael, Hashem will protect us. So, what else I wanted to add to that? A 2-point plan for Am Yisrael. Either with Hashem's help, number one, if a person is not interested in doing kiruv and helping people grow, so you should understand, Eretz Yisrael is connected to every Jew. In fact, we find when the Jewish people started to return to the land went from being empty and barren to becoming very fruitful. Dafka, when the Jewish people for a long time the land was fallow, was not producing. When the Jewish people came back in, we're producing. And our literature teaches when Israel, you should know that Israel, all the shefa, all the bracha in the world is coming through Israel, through the faith, through Israel. It's a land of emunah, Bezrat Hashem. So, and on top of that, so I wanted to say that the first point is, so if a person, and the Jewish people are connected to that land. So if a person wants to help and they themselves are not doing kiruv, so you should move to Eretz Yisrael. If you don't want to do kiruv, so then move to Eretz Yisrael. Because if you do move to Eretz Yisrael, so then you're gonna Bezrat Hashem actually bring more shefa to the world. Because when the Jewish people are in Eretz Yisrael and we're trying to grow in faith, slowly, steadily. So especially, and we're putting in our effort. So what's happening? We're actually bringing more bounty to the world, and also bounty to our nation. People are gonna believe in the nation. That again, people will see how strong it is. That's if you don't want to do kiruv. If you do want to do kiruv, I understand why you want to be in Chutz Haaretz. You want to be in Chutz Haaretz. But really, what it really comes to show is, my words are very true. Anybody goes to take a look at it, if we really believe together that Chas v'Shalom, people are afraid to go to Eretz Yisrael. But if I told you we were all together, you would not. If you're still afraid, so then you don't know who Am Yisrael is, and you don't know who Hashem is. So that's a different question. That's a different situation that a person has to deal with. But that's why people speak about the land, because they don't really give themselves the truth. The truth is, if you were together, if all of Am Yisrael was together, and they had we have love for each other, and we would help each other out like we're supposed to, and we're on our land, nothing could touch us. But because we've been divided, so we have all the problems in the world. And The worst problems are when we divide ourselves. So that's the one main thing that we can control. So if you want to help Am Yisrael, if you want to really help Am Yisrael, do kiruv. And if you're in Chutz La'aretz, it doesn't mean you have to build an organization. Just help people. Help people in your area. Help people. Just talk to people. Listen to people. One of the rabbis that I know in Florida, North Miami Beach, Rav David Fine, Rav David. I'll just say Rav David. He told me that what was one of the secrets when Moshe Rabbeinu, it says that Moshe Rabbeinu, he listened to Am Yisrael. Half of all the battles are listening, not answering. People just need to know that you love them, that you're there for them. B'ezrat Hashem. And we'll be able to go in a step in the right direction of having Geula Shlema. And that's part of kiruv. That's one of the kiruv aspects. And the other thing is you have to care about Mashiach, you have to care about Mashiach, you have to care about the world's salvation, you have to care about people not being in pain, and everybody to be happy, smiling face. You don't need to be called hero. It's okay not to be. It's okay to be a silent hero, and it's okay not to be a hero. Baruch Hashem, because you're not going to get bells and a party when you make a huge victory in the spiritual world. It's called a silent victory. It's the best victory. It's the real victory. Nobody had to say a thing. You understood. That's the most important victory. So either a person, number one, if they don't do kiruv, move to Eretz Yisrael, bring more shefa to the world and to Am Yisrael with Hashem's help. And if not, so then try to do kiruv here. Help people, help organizations, even that aren't doing kiruv. Do good. And the reason I'm only saying this is because I want Mashiach for everybody. I want Mashiach for all of Am Yisrael. Not just 20%, for all 100%. So whoever can listen, whoever will understand this, it's simple. I'm not a rabbi. I don't know if you'll hear it so straightforward from a rabbi, but you're not a rabbi. Go to Eretz Yisrael or stay in Chutz La'aretz and help all the people, draw people close to Hashem and to Torah until we can all come to Eretz Yisrael together. Bye. A great day, great week.